research facilitation. Finishing my breakfast in about 3 minutes. Let's go. Miro instead. Oh, where are you located? I haven't seen you in forever. Good morning, baby. Hello. Welcome back to my day in the life video. Right now it's about 8:30. I'm gonna make my breakfast real quickly, along with my coffee, and then probably jump into work. Today is a research facilitation day. I have 2 interviews scheduled for the day. I have a team meeting. I have a one-on-one with a colleague. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but I just wanted to show you what that day looks like. My bread is in the works, and my coffee maker is heating up. Do I typically dress like this? Probably not. Today is an interview day. I have a couple of meetings, so just gonna be a little bit more presentable. I'm not gonna lie, I woke up a little bit late. I snoozed a couple more times than I should, so I'm gonna be finishing my breakfast in about 3 minutes and get into my interview at 9 a.m. Okay, as always, I'm going to start my day by looking at my calendar and mentally planning out for the day. And yep, it always starts out pretty chill, but it's not going to stay that way because I'm going to load it with agenda items to do for the day to complete. I almost use that as like a notepad/reminder tool. Today is a day 3 of my research facilitation day. Other smaller blocks you see right here are pretty much just a reminder to eat my lunch, take my dogs out, take breaks. So I am pretty much set and good to go. I have my interview guide out with all the questions in it, and then I have my board, my Miro board out, all ready to go. I'm just gonna, leave a tab open for my calendar invite, and then, I'm gonna quickly take a bathroom break because I'm not going to be able to go to one for another hour or so I'll be back. I'm ready to jump into my first interview for the day. Staring out the window, let's go. Reaching for a Hello. Hi, pretty good. How are you doing? Nice, awesome. Where are you located? And how do I say your name again? Is it? Thank you so much for your time today. Start off quickly introducing myself a little bit, and would love to get a bit of an intro from you as well. Today, I am going to be combining a few different methodologies for this research. I'm doing a combination of an open card stored activity, and then a contextual inquiry, and a concept testing, all in one setting. The part that I love about my job is that I can be as creative as I want with the methodologies that I choose. So for example, the usual card store activity utilizes this software or web-based tool like Optimal Workshop or user testing. My cards that needed to be sorted needed to be visual, and they were actually like photos instead of like words. So then I used Miro instead and created an open card store activity in a very scrappy manner. I always live stream the video conversation and share the links with our stakeholders who've expressed interest in wanting to listen in to the research sessions. So I had shared out in my previous Slack channel a few days ago that I am conducting a research. Whoever's interested should indicate if they want to observe the conversation. So before the day starts, I like to go back to that channel and see if I missed anybody who indicated their interest in observing the conversation. I also like to create threads, like message threads with people who are listening in and observing, and encourage them to openly share thoughts, ideas, interesting points, interesting insights, or burning questions for me to ask our participants, and I monitor the chat throughout the conversation. It also gives me a little bit of peace of mind as well, because seeing these interactions and conversations happen on chat rather than just like radio silence. I don't know if they like it, if they don't, do they find it interesting at all? Also note that these conversations are also recorded fully from beginning to end, so you can always come back to it. You don't have to take any notes down at that moment. I like to take a little bit of notes so that I can prepare for a debrief, which I'm going to talk about. Card sorting is a UX research methodology in which study participants group individual labels written on note cards according to criteria that make sense to them. This method uncovers how the target audience's domain knowledge is structured, and it serves to create an information architecture that matches users' expectations. The second activity, which is the contextual inquiry, refers to a semi-structured interview method to obtain information about the context of use, where users are observed and questioned while they work in their own environments. So this kind of creates a more natural environment for users to provide the more contextual and more natural feedback for us. Concept testing is when you put these early stage ideas in front of participants to determine which direction the team should go in, or whether or not your team is going in the right direction. These tests will help you understand how people feel about your concepts or ideas and get kind of initial thoughts and feedback on initial design as well. Hey y'all. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, welcome to the interview. I think it's your first visit or observation, correct? Nice. How'd you think about it? Were there anything that stood out to you? When I first started sharing out live stream links to my stakeholders and my team, I got super anxious because you only see how many people are viewing your conversation and not them. So it feels like your facilitation skill is getting judged, or if the conversation goes rough and the participant isn't that helpful, you feel awful since it feels like you're not providing value for the time that your stakeholders are investing in listening in and observing. However, I have gotten to realize that as more people hear for themselves, you earn your buy-in for the user research. I also like to do a debrief session with those who listened in on the live stream. Of course, I'm going to do my own synthesis and summarize the insights on my own, but it's really good to hear from other observers what they found interesting from their perspective. It's also kind of de-stressing that internally with your folks about the interesting thoughts in a casual manner right after your interview.
I still need to recover from another lover. Would you be here for me? Never met your parents, not even your mother, but let's see where this leads. What should we do tonight? What if this...
I've never met a girl. Oh, you could do this place or you could do this place.
The best ones are the crispy ones on the outside and chewy on the inside.
Yeah, right. Like as tall as they go. Like, birthday is my birthday too. A very efficient stand-up.
Yeah, good job,
everybody.
At the end of the facilitation day, I like to take an hour or two to just put my headset on and start highlighting quotes and big insights and synthesizing for the sessions that I ran that same day, all while thoughts and insights are still fresh in my mind. I love doing this instead of waiting until all the facilitation is complete because it also helps me think about some of the emerging themes and some that I'm not too sure about, which I then try to integrate into the upcoming scheduled sessions.
To find a way to tell myself it's fine. I know that, baby, I'm never on your mind. No matter how hard we try, 'cause you're never on my mind. One day I woke up with you.
And that wraps up my day. Thanks everyone for tuning in and hope you have a good rest of your day.